Welcome, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome to The Tonight Show. You're here. You're in the house. Thank you for watching at home. Well, guys, last night, President Biden gave an Oval Office address and talked about his decision to drop out of the race. Things got off to a fun start when Biden said, "My fellow Americans, Kamala is brat." Biden spoke for 11 minutes about his decision to drop out. The only hiccup in the speech was a guy off camera yelling, "Please get back in the race, please. I'm a reporter from it. You've never met me before, please." It was a very graceful speech. Then at the end, Biden surprised everyone by announcing his candidacy for 2028. And you're like, no, stop. Stop, please. Actually, I saw that former President Trump even watched Biden's speech on his plane. Look at this photo. Yeah. Oh. Trump made it 5 minutes into the speech before changing the channel to this. There you go. That's how you. Speaking of Trump, today he announced he's releasing a new book called Save America. It's historic. Trump's the only person who writes books and gets booked in the same year. Meanwhile, Melania just announced that she's releasing her own memoir called Melania. Ooh. Yep, she went with Melania because Les Miserables was already taken. At Melania's request, her book and Trump's book will be in the same store but live in separate sections. Well, listen to this. Vice President Harris is less than 2 weeks away from naming her running mate, setting up one of the fastest VP searches in modern history.
All right, fine, Jimmy, I'll do it.
Wait, what? Rob Lowe! That's Rob Lowe! Rob Lowe, what are you doing here?
I mean, Jimmy, I heard you say it was one of the fastest VP searches in history, so I thought, if I could alleviate, some of the stress, I would volunteer for the role.
Well, that's nice of you, Rob. I'm not sure that's how it works.
No, I get that, but I'm really past the stage in my career where I audition for things.
No, it's not about auditioning. I think she's probably looking at people with more governing experience.
I know how it works, Jimmy. I was in the West Wing.
I know, right. Yes. I mean real governing experience.
Fine. You twisted my arm. I will audition for the role.
No, really, I don't have any say in this.
I'm Rob Lowe, and I am auditioning for the role of Vice President of the United States. Roots, some patriotic music, please. America, I'm not like the others. There's no greater outsider than the person who starred in The Outsiders. I can adapt to any situation. I can be comedic, like in Tommy Boy. Dramatic, like in St. Elmo's Fire. Or stop a nuclear threat, like in Atomic Train. So remember, when they go high, we go low. Spelled with an E.
We got Rob Lowe, spelled with an E, everyone. Rob Lowe. That's how you do it. That's how you do it, bud. Thank you, bud. That's how you do it. Well, guys, get this. I read that Trump's running mate, J.D. Vance, has a negative net favorability rating. Yeah, his favorability rating is a -6. I'm not even sure how that's possible. But it's true. Just to give you a sense of how bad that is, here's a list of things currently polling higher than J.D. Vance. First, there's sun-warmed egg salad. Next, there's the lice outbreak email from your kid's school. And finally, there's people who use the word Friday. They're polling higher than... Happy Friday! Meanwhile, I saw that the Trump campaign is going after Kamala Harris for her laugh. But it's actually backfiring. Her supporters have embraced the criticism with a sense of humor, creating memes and merch. Here to comment on this is Harris campaign volunteer Greg Jarman. Welcome, Greg.
Thanks for having me, Jimmy. Thank you.
Greg, what can you tell us about all this?
Oh, we are so fired up over here, Jimmy. They thought they could make Vice President Harris look bad by highlighting her laugh. But we turned it into a badge of honor. Looks like their little embarrass Harris strategy has backfired.
Greg, are you okay?
Me? I'm doing great. You know who else is doing great? Our next president of the United States, Kamala Harris. Yeah! She's doing great again.
All right. Can you tell us about your merch?
Oh, yeah, definitely. Well, check out my hat, M-A-L-A, Mala.
Yeah.
It's both a familiar nicknamey version of her name, Kamala, of course, but it stands for Make America Laugh Again.
I don't know. I don't know if anyone's ever told you this, but you have a pretty distinctive laugh of your own.
Oh, yeah? Now, you know what? I get that all the time. You know, in fact, I know better than most how bad it is to go after someone's laugh. Why use someone's expression of joy and happiness as a target for political attack? You know, I'm sorry, I get all choked up about it. Because trust me, you don't want to hear me cry. No.
Okay, sorry, yeah, I think we'd rather go back to laughing, actually.
Yeah, I agree. No, Oh my God, I'm doing them both at once right now. I feel safe in front of you, Jimmy, because you would never make fun of me.
Of course I would not. Greg Jarman, everyone. Greg Jarman.
Make America laugh again.
Some business news. Best Buy just refreshed its brand with a new color palette and a holographic spokesperson named Graham. Best Buy wants everyone to know that they're the cutting-edge place to buy CDs and DVDs. And finally, a dog missing for 9 years was just reunited with his owner in Las Vegas. Can we see it? Oh. You know you've been in Vegas too long when your dog starts stripping. We have a great show. Give it up for the Roots, everybody. Come on now.
I'm on a mission that some people think is impossible. But when I swing on my swords, they all chop a bull. Hey, yo.
Yes! Hi, guys. Quick reminder, we have a big night on NBC tomorrow night. The Paris Olympics opening ceremony will be airing at 7:30 p.m. And then right after that, we have an all-new Tonight Show with Nick Jonas, Sue Bird, Megan Rapinoe, Ice Spice. Oh. Ice Spice is going to perform. And who knows, maybe some surprise guests. I don't know. Ooh. Will Ferrell?
Maybe.
I don't know. Ryan Reynolds? Hugh Jackman?
What?
I don't know. I'm just spitballing here. You're going to have to tune in to find out. So stay right here on NBC tomorrow night, all night. It's going to be a good show. But first, what a show we have for you tonight. He is a talented actor who executive produces and stars in the Netflix series Unstable, which returns for season 2 on August 1st. Rob Lowe is here tonight. Awesome. Always. I love that. She is a 2-time Tony winner, starring in the new Broadway production of Once Upon a Mattress, which begins performances July 31st at the Hudson Theater. Sutton Foster is joining us. The best. And he's a 4-time U.S. Men's Soccer Player of the Year. You can see him this Saturday night when his team AC Milan takes on Manchester City in a historic match at Yankee Stadium. Christian Pulisic is here tonight. Legend. And we got great stand-up from Reggie Conquest, everybody. Reggie Conquest, what a show. Guys, it's finally here. We're going to announce the winner of our annual Fallon Summer Reads Book Club.
Tonight?
This is it tonight.
I gotta say, the buzz around town about this has been crazy. It's all anyone's been talking about. I'm talking about cab drivers.
Yep.
I'm talking about stockbrokers, private helicopter pilots, Upper East Side pet groomers, cops, robbers, shoe salesmen. Everyone wants to know which one of these 6 books got the most votes. Well, it's time to reveal the winner. Which one do you think it is?
Ooh, I'm gonna guess God of the Woods.
Quest, what do you think?
What's on the bottom?
Harris novel.
No, the broke one. The broke one.
Margot?
Yes.
Margot's got money troubles.
Yes, I like that.
Tariq, what do you think?
I'm gonna go Children of Blood and Bone.
No, that's not even on the list. Out of these 6 books.
Okay.
You got Murder at the End of the World, you got Teenage Slasher, you got You Are Here, and you got Harris novel.
I think it's You Are Here.
Okay. The winner of this Fallon Book Club Fallon Summer Reads Book Club.
The Fallon Summer Reads Book Club.
The winner,
The Fallon
Fallon Summer Reads
Fallon
Book
Summer
Club.
Reads.
We do summer reads throughout
Makes
the
me
whole
feel
year.
fine. Yes, exactly.
Fall, of course.
Yep.
Fall
reads,
another season.
spring reads,
Spring reads.
winter
spring,
reads.
Summer book club reads. The Summer Fallon Summer Reads Book Club Summer goes to The God of the Woods by Liz Moore. That is it right there. We're all gonna read this book together. I'll be on social media checking in, letting you know where I am at in the book. And of course, I wanna know what you think about the book. So use the hashtag Fallon Book Club. And here's the best part. Everyone here in tonight's audience is going home with their very own copy. So you can start reading too. Thank you again to everyone who voted, and congratulations to The God of the Woods by Liz Moore. We'll see you on the show soon. We'll be right back with Rob Lowe, everybody.
Hey, hey.